the year. We start UFC 260, March 27th. The Sugar Show. Thomas Almeida gets dropped with some technical mastery from Sean O'Malley. Jason, he got a tattoo of this knockout after the fact.
Well, I would too. I mean, my God, that moment right there, you don't get up from that, you don't recover for it. And the feeling of that moment is just got to be unreal for a fighter.
The jump shot, silly game.
I love that.
Immortalized on his neck.
I love that he hesitated, thinking he had to walk off again, and then had the parting shots to secure the TKO.
Foreshadowing something a little later in the show where that doesn't go as well. Corey Sandhagen needed all of 28 seconds to sleep Frankie Edgar. I mean, he played him like a marionette before this flying knee.
I appreciate that you went marionette, by the way, and not fiddle, because fiddle's actually particularly tough to play. Go ahead.
Yeah, apparently. To win awards with also. But, yeah, that was beautiful. I mean, Frankie Edgar, we haven't seen that from Frankie Edgar, that sort of loss before. This sort of convincing loss, and Corey Sandhagen just absolutely highlight reeled him there, put him to absolute rest on the canvas.
Just 2 weeks later, Derek Lewis was a 4-1 underdog against Curtis Blades. And that uppercut from hell sent Blades to a nap.
At the end of the day, there's just sometimes that power is everything.
Yep.
That is just one of them.
The great equalizer. I mean, it's why he has the most knockouts in UFC heavyweight history and why we are on the edge of our seat every time he fights.
Absolutely, and my goodness, he caught him well.
UFC 262. Edson Barbosa's no stranger to wild knockouts, but even this was bizarre. It's kind of like the buffering on your computer.
This was like, it was like the circle counterclockwise was going, and you just didn't realize it. Like it was such, I've never seen the delay like this before.
But also, again, like Zombieland, he made sure at the end, you get in a couple extra shots just to make sure you got that whole thing locked down.
Yuri Prochazka against Dominic Reyes. This is UFC Fight Night, 1st of May. Prochazka, spinning back elbow. I mean, we call this beautiful violence for a reason. This dude is creative and maybe the most fun fighter to watch on any given fight night.
An incredible knockout by Goro from Mortal Kombat. Impressive.
It is like, there's some impressiveness to that hair decision. Like, you've got to be that tough to be able to wear that hair. Like, I couldn't get away with that hair in the halls.
Well, somebody who could wear his hair any way he wanted, the baddest man on the planet, Francis Ngannou. Counter right, UFC heavyweight champion, the Predator.
I mean, that last shot was completely unnecessary. Look at just the crispness. Sometimes you just gotta, this feel very well, and sometimes you just hit him on the button and it goes. And I mean, the power plus the right positioning, that's everything.
Stipe's resume stands alone, but that's something special from Francis Ngannou. It's why he has the most coveted belt in the sport. But sound up for our favorite knockout of the year so far.
And the ball is superlative.
Knocking the